Well, it's late in here. I've done a thing and I've bought another project, which is probably a bad idea. R32 4-door, manual turbo, RB20. Obviously no engine or gearbox, but I've got one over there in the shed. Got our mate Zane over there helping this with him. So we're getting the car off and we're going to put up on the hoist and see what sort of a lemon I bought. Alright, so since Tuesday when I picked up this hoist, it's been the last 4 days getting going and Caleb's finally wired it in for me, so now time for the very first lift. So a bit of a dream to have my own hoist, so yeah, then I can start working more cars. Let's see it in action. Wobbly because the chassis is really narrow in that car. Probably could have put it on the outside, but hasn't fallen off, so that's good. Let's have a look at this Honda. You can see how narrow I've mounted it on that chassis. So I probably could have put it on the wider. Probably should have done it wider. Would have stopped it from wobbling as much, but it doesn't weigh much. This car probably only weighs 500 kilos with nothing else in it. You can see the diff and the drivetrain, which is the chain drive, and all the grease and oil looking very nice. One little rust hole, the most ginormous gearbox you've ever seen. Awesome! Woo! Straighten him up. Yeah, we'll bring it over that way a little. So I couldn't quite see underneath it before where it was parked. So it's actually, that chassis rail's pretty straight actually, pretty good. A little bit of bend in here, but it's pretty normal for these sort of cars. That one's pushed in a bit as well, kind of normal. That might have happened getting off the trailer actually. That looks good. The actual seals look pretty good too. Ouch. Bit of jack damage there. And this one's actually pretty good as well. It's actually really good. Well, so far so good. The rails are straight.
Yeah.
Chassis looks pretty straight. Didn't know how to lower this down. So to go up, we just turn it back up till it bottoms out. Then just push that handle right in for me.
Yeah.
That's the safety on. Push it all the way in. That's it. Then we just release it on here. So you hold it, keep it held in. You got to hold them both at the same time.
Yeah.
And then we'll just bring him back down. So this is probably the worst part of the car. whoever owned it before Brando, well, he owned it, then he sold it. The guy he sold it to chopped these guards out, tried to make some air vents in it, and then that's about all they've done, and just wrecked the guards and the rear guards, and then sold it back to Brando. So now I've got it. So we'll tidy these guards up. I'm tempted just to just tie them up and paint over them and just let them be, but I don't know, they're rid of a mess. All right, do the honours, Zane.
Alright.
Is there a bonnet holder?
I do not think so.
Hang on, stand tight. I've got another one over here. Oh, here's the RB20 that's going in it under here. Take two. Good one, here we go.
There we go.
That was good. I'm glad the S15 came with two bonnet stands now. So, what have we got here, Zane? The first obvious drama.
There's no engine.
Oh yeah, no engine. That's true. I didn't think of that, but we've got this radiator support that's been chopped. So thankfully, in the boot of this is actually the other piece. So we can just whack the other piece in and we might weld it back in.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
This bar is cool, but I don't know if they can register. It might depend on the blue slipper, but I reckon I'll just try and find the standard bumper support. So in here we've got tub guards. That's the other obvious thing. The paint's nice, eh? It's very purpley paint.
It's sparkly too.
Yeah, I don't know if we can get a good angle of that sparkle. There we go. So the engine bay is pretty nice. It's got good tubbed guards.
Obviously you got the
the adjustable.
Yeah,
Adjustable coilovers that are all wet from being in the rain last night driving on the trailer. Braided lines for the brakes.
Fuses.
Got some of the fuses. This is another issue. That doesn't look too great. But I don't know, I like a little challenge trying to wire that back together. Apparently, where's in here? There we go. There's the other end of it.
What a rat's nest.
What do you reckon? You reckon you could put that puzzle back together?
Yeah, I'll come to sort it out.
I reckon you can. These are nice wheels. It's a shame it didn't come with 4 of those.
Yeah.
It's got the good big brakes on it.
Oversized brakes.
I reckon we attack the interior. Let's check this out.
Yeah.
This seat's good. That one there's got a little bit of a tear, a bit of wear on that side bolster there.
Yeah,
that's where the bit of wear is. But other than that, the seats are good.
Seat covers will be just fine.
This dash is pretty amazing actually. Often the Skylines will get like big bubbles here. There's only the one tiny little bubble there, which is crazy, and the rest is uncracked. So that's pretty cool. Door trims, kind of seen better days, but they're all complete. Let's have a look around this side. Yeah, a little bit rough on that side, but this is such thin vinyl. It's
there though.
Yeah, well there. Dash cluster looks good. Just dusty, that's all. Got a cool steering wheel with it. Pretty stoked about that. Don't even know what type of steering wheel it is, but it's really nice. Yeah. Carpet looks really good. Awesome. It's got all the pedals. Let's have a look in the back. Full door trims. Same usual little cracks in the vinyl. Seats maybe slightly faded at the top there, but I think most of that's just dirt and dust. It's got the seat belts. The roof lining's all in there still. That's cool. All the glass is in. All the switches are there.
Fix that bonnet, mate.
All right.
More TVs.
Yeah, the axles. These are actually, Brando gave me these knuckles and hubs. That's for my R33s. That's for Charlie to sell towards his project. Now I've got a tail shaft. That's good.
And that metal grate on the
Oh yeah, sweet.
cut out there.
Oh yeah.
So put it there, put a plate underneath it and tuck it in place.
Yeah, sweet.
Yep.
Then we got to find the same shiny paint to paint it then, haven't we?
Yeah, that's it.
Awesome. This is the only spot that's a bit rough as well. These guards are done pretty. Trying to get this lighting so you can see it. I don't know if you can see that or not, but There we go, that's a good shot. Those guards are rough. But other than that, it's going to be a good fixer-upper. What do you reckon, Zane?
I think it's going to be alright.
It's probably worth the trip, wasn't it?
Yeah, worth the trip.
Yeah, so Zane and I, we drove all the way to Brisbane yesterday. We left at 6 AM, picked it up, drove all the way back, got home at 11, camped the night. So now we'll just go through it and pull it apart, make a list of what we need.
Yeah,
and
on the whiteboard over there.
yeah, we'll write up on the board next to the other projects. Hopefully this project isn't another project that just sits here and doesn't get finished. They'll all get finished one day. So we'll just quickly pull the wheel off, because we had to use the jack to get under the car to get the hoist arms in, because it was so low. So I'm just making it easier and raising the suspension a bit. That way we don't have to use the jack every time we get it on and off the hoist. We won't tighten it up fully now. Those coilovers look good though.
Yeah.
Brand new ones. This wheel back on, see what height it can be.
Chucking the wheel back on now.
Should be better. The outside. Need my rattle gun for that one.
Yeah.
But the rattle gun's in different car. Alright, do you want to lower him down, Zane?
Yep.
And hopefully it comes off the hoist without needing to use the jack.
A few moments later.
Well, it's hot in the shed. Zane's been working hard here. He's pulled the front seats out and he's just found a little surprise. What have you found, Zane?
I found a sticker bomb wall.
Oh yeah, see?
It's mad.
That is cool. Just that one section was a little bit worn, but very small hole. Surprisingly clean, hey, if you're not actually have cleaned it. I mean, Brandon might have cleaned it, but looking pretty good.
There's a bit of a rust spot there, as you can see.
Be interesting to see, to grind that back and see what's under there. Okay, so pretty rust free. The only spot there's rust, which Brando told me about, which is a bit wet under the carpet, so it's obviously leaking. Just that little hole there is just a bit rusty, but he has rust converted it and sprayed it, but it's only on the inside there. Not too bad. We'll be able to tidy it up. I think the other side has it as well. Alright, we might even, now that's out, we might give the dashboard a bit of a wipe down and see how well that comes up. There you see that one little bubble. But most of these dashboards have like so many bubbles on them. So with the R32 now added to the Drift Shed collection, Charlie and Zane and the other guys from the youth outreach programs now have a new project to work towards that's going to be on the track much sooner than the S15 and the S600. So stay tuned and hopefully you'll see some progress in the next few weeks, and hopefully it'll look like this black R32 in the picture here. See you next week.